Push through the tough times. Namaskar, welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And her first article focuses upon same sex marriage, which refers to the legal and social recognition of marriage between individuals of the same gender. And it is in the news because recently Supreme Court rejected petitions seeking a review of its October 2023 judgment that refused to legalize same sex marriage. The court found no error in the majority view, and it concluded that judgment was in accordance with the law and therefore dismissed the review petitions. Talking about 2023 ruling, it acknowledged the discrimination faced by same-sex couples but stated that issue should be addressed by parliament, not the judiciary. The court also emphasized that matters of the legislative change regarding same-sex marriage should be debated and decided by the parliament. Next article is related to Z-morh tunnel, which is located in Ganderbal district, and it will be inaugurated by Prime Minister of India on January 13th. It is a key project for creating a year-round strategic corridor between Kashmir and Ladakh. This tunnel will ensure that tourist destination of Sonmarg remain accessible throughout the year, as it was previously cut off by snowfall and avalanches during the winter months. Now India has completed a year-long compilation of 10,000 human genomes from 83 population groups, representing about 2% of the country's 4,600 population groups. Now what is the purpose of this database? So friends, Genome India database will serve as a resource for future research into disease, drug therapy and precise medicine. It is housed at the Indian Biological Data Center in Faridabad, and here you must know that similar genomics databases have been developed by many countries over the last 2 decades for purposes such as disease risk estimation, drug reactions and DNA profiling. And do you know friends, in this context, Genome India project emphasizes studying diseases and potential targeted clinical interventions to advance precision medicine for better healthcare. Next article is related to latest development in India-Mongolia relations, because now India is expected to sign a preliminary agreement with Mongolia in geology and exploration. Now why is Mongolia important for India? So friends, Mongolia has significant deposits of copper and coking coal, which are important for India's growing demand in various industries like power, construction and steel making. Mongolia's coking coal is considered to have superior grades, which could benefit India's steel industry. It is also important because India currently relies on imports to meet its demand for copper and coking coal. Now let's know more about Mongolia. So friends, it is a landlocked country in northern Asia, and it is strategically located between China and Russia. Its capital is Ulaanbaatar, and you must know that diplomatic relations between India and Mongolia were established in December 1955, and India was the first country outside the socialist bloc to establish diplomatic relations with Mongolia. Next article focuses upon PM Kisan scheme, because recently government has made it mandatory for new applicants to obtain a farmer ID for enrollment into the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. This move aims to simplify the registration process by ensuring that the applicant owns the land. The farmer ID will be linked to the state's land records and provide details such as demographics, crop zone and ownership information. The system has been implemented in 10 states, which include Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, which account for 84% of the PM Kisan beneficiaries. Talking about the scheme, it was started in 2019 and it is fully funded by the central government and directly benefits farmer by transferring money to their bank accounts. Under this scheme, eligible farmer families receive rupees 6,000 annually in 3 installments via direct benefit transfer. And here you should know that parliamentary panel has suggested doubling the annual payouts under the PM Kisan from 6,000 to 12,000. Next article focuses upon World Economic Situation and Prospects 2025, which was recently released, and it was created by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs in collaboration with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development and 5 United Nations regional commissions. According to recent data, India's economy is expected to grow by 6.6% in 2025, driven by strong private consumption, investment and easing pressures on the domestic currency. According to data, Indian rupee has been under pressure against the US dollar, and India's foreign exchange reserves fell to an 8-month low. But India's capital expenditure on infrastructure is expected to boost economic growth with a strong multiplier effect. Now, archaeologists in Egypt have discovered a significant finds near Luxor, including parts of a temple linked to Queen Hatshepsut. Talking about Egypt, it is located in the northeast of Africa, and as you can see, it is bordered by Mediterranean Sea in the north, Sudan in the south, Red Sea in the east, and Libya in the west. Now, India and European Union held the 11th Human Rights Dialogue in New Delhi, and both the sides reaffirmed their commitment to shared values of democracy, freedom, rule of law, and human rights. The dialogue focused on safeguarding civil society, journalists, and freedom of expression and assembly. The European Union reiterated its opposition to capital punishment, while India emphasized the right to development as a fundamental human right. The discussion covered civil and political rights, social and economic rights, freedom of religion, gender, and LGBTQI plus rights and migrant rights. Both sides also agreed on strengthening human rights mechanisms and enhancing cooperation in multilateral forums like the UN General Assembly and the UN Human Rights Council. So, with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.